Derby night in Orlando. You heard it from Robin Janssen. It's not going to happen for Atlanta tonight. Orlando City looking to continue what's been a pretty miserable start to the year for the Five Stripes. We'll welcome you back to Inter & Co Stadium with Scott Sutter. I'm Evan Weston, joined by a very special guest. He's got a new title, folks, the General Manager and Sporting Director of Orlando City, Ricardo Moreira. Luis Muzzi, previously in that role, has been promoted to a brand new role within the club, focusing on business relationships, a multi-club model, and much more. The continuity is here, and now, Ricardo, you get to take the reins. You've been here 7 years at this point. I know it's been a long wait to get to this spot. How excited are you to finally be in this position now?
Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Very exciting, actually. Very emotional about it, but very humbled about it as well. And knowing the responsibility and knowing the shoes that I have to fill now, and working alongside Luis Muzzi all those years, I think I was part, obviously, an important one of the growth of the club or everything that we've done to put Orlando City where Orlando City is right now. And obviously, now moving forward, a pinch or two of Ricardo Moreira, but I think the message is that the mission continues. I think everything that we've done with Oscar Pareja, Luis Muzzi, and myself, I just want to be a new part of this.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations as well from my part. We know, obviously, you've been instrumental in the last 7 years. I don't think the title changes much, to be honest, in your day-to-day, but something that interests me, even as a former player, is the transfers and getting the right players in. Now, if you could enlighten us of the process that goes into finding the right players, not necessarily the technical aspects of the players that suit the system that you play, but also from a psychological perspective. Like, how do you get the right people that buy in? What's that process like when you're looking at players as we're going to head into the summer transfer window?
That's a really good question, Scott, and I think that's the easiest part of the job for me, because I've been doing that for like 10 or 12 years, and I've been doing that with Orlando City for the last 7 years. Obviously, we have the players' profiles, we know the technical abilities, the tactical abilities, everything that we expect the players to do on the field. But as you said, we are very process-orientated, data-driven, but we're about people, right? And I think when we talk about the community, Orlando City, who we are as a brand, who we are as a club, who we are as a city, we want to bring the right person to the right position, but the right person to the city, to the club, to represent ourselves on the field. And it's a representation of much more than only winning games and doing what Oscar asked them to do tactically. We always try to meet the players, the family of the players. If the player has a wife, if he has a dad or mom or brother, siblings, whatever, we're always there. We're on the field, actually. Myself, the scouts, Luis used to do that as well. We like to be looking at them in the eyes and talking about the project, talking about who we are, what we expect from them, so there are no news when they're here. They know what to expect. They know how Oscar is like, that he's going to demand a lot of work, that he's going to have to run, he's going to have to track back, he's going to have to score goals and represent the city, represent ourselves, as I said. But I think the eye-to-eye, being together with the player, and actually showing what we are about is the most important part of the process. And with experience, you can sense who can fit your club and who can't.
And I think at this point, too, everybody knows what to expect from an Orlando City player, right? This front office and coaching staff collectively has been together longer than any other in the league. The continuity has been great, and we've seen this locker room really stay together over the years. You added some pieces to that in this primary transfer window, which just concluded. You got a new DP, always a big high-tension moment. You seem to have hit on Marco Pasalic. Edward Atuesta has been a huge signing. You bring in some young players, Nico Rodriguez, U22, but also some homegrowns that have been really exciting, like Colin Gusky and Gustavo Caraballo. How do you feel about this primary transfer window and what you've been able to do to set up yourself for the rest of the season and then supplementing potentially in the summer if necessary?
Listen, regarding the locker room and the peace we've been having in the locker room for the last 6 or 7 years, kudos to Oscar and his coaching staff for controlling the environment in a sense that the players know, again, they know what to do and they know what we expect. And I think they've been delivering not only on the field but off the field. I think we are a club we are a marquee club in the league in this sense. It's all about pathways, not only for the academy kids, not only for the players that we bring from abroad. I think in this position, in our job, we have to build bridges and we have to build pathways for players, for staff, for our values, for the culture of the club, for our ambitions on and off the field. When we bring when we bring Marco Pasalic, Nico Rodriguez, we have in accounts Gustavo Caraballo, Colin Gusky, as you said, Alex Freeman, Justin Ellis, and many others from the academy. I think this pathway that we've been building is really good for the club. And as you said, I think we can say at that point that Marco Pasalic is a hit, that Edward Atuesta is a hit. but I think they're paving the way for the kids to start getting minutes. Nico Rodriguez just turned 21 this week. He's yet to make a proper debut with us, so I think we have a good pathway of players coming behind the ones that we already consider a hit, like Pasalic and Twist, and we're very happy about it.
Yeah, you mentioned the kids, you mentioned the academy. We can't have you here without mentioning the GA Cup. Congratulations, obviously, to the U18s for winning that. One of the most prestigious youth soccer tournaments globally. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of it, not for Orlando City, it was for DC United in the academy, but I know being there just how important it is. It's such a well-run tournament, and massive congratulations. And I think that's it's a testament to what you guys have built here, and you see it with Alex Freeman and Caraballo and making these impact players come through the ranks. Like, how important is that to see that in fruition?
We're super happy about that, Scott, and happy that it's Orlando City winning now and not DC United.
Yeah. Well, we never won anyway.
But Coach Javier Carrillo has been amazing, leading those kids and leading the program. I was talking to him just now because they're here. We're gonna see the kids in a little bit here in the sidelines. But Coach Javier was telling me that because we won the Nationals, right? We won MLS Next with Coach Javier Carrillo in 2021. And he was telling me, no, Ricardo, the MLS Next is MLS Cup. Now we just won Conca Champions Generation in this Cup because it's such an international tournament with clubs from all around the world. And listen, the Academy and OCB, they're all about development. Our job is to make the players ready to represent the first team on the field and get minutes and contribute down the line. But if you can do that, winning, even better, because, again, down the line, want the players to have a good development. But when they're playing MLS Cup in Intercon Stadium in a while, in a couple of years, or maybe this year, they know how it is to play a final. So we're very proud about that.
Well, Ricardo, congratulations on 7 years of tremendous, consistent success. Congratulations on the new position. I know everyone is looking forward to what you're going to do with it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the invite to be here talking, and let's win some games of soccer. Thank you very much.
Sounds good to me. Ricardo Moreira, the new general manager and sporting director of Orlando City.